Good afternoon, fourth graders. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite books when I was growing up, and that would be Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. Do any of you have a best friend? Do you love animals? Then I think you're really going to enjoy reading this book. This book is about friendships between many different people and things. The first friendship that starts out is between a baby pig, Wilbur, and a little girl, Fern. A farmer's pig had had a litter of baby pigs, but he realizes that one of the pigs is a runt, which means he's a lot smaller than the rest of them and doesn't really have a good chance at a good life. Fern overhears the farmer talking that he has to kill the pig, but Fern doesn't like this idea. So she runs to the barn and she saves Wilbur. She becomes best friends with Wilbur. Wilbur follows her around no matter what she does. He waits for her at the bus. He follows her doll carriage around. But Wilbur starts to get too big to stay in the house with Fern. So Fern must sell her pig, Wilbur, to her uncle that lives down the street that has his own farm and raises his own pigs. Well, days go by and days go by. School starts again, and Fern can't see Wilbur as often as she would like. Wilbur starts to get very lonely as he could ever imagine, and all he wishes for is a friend. He asks all the animals in the barn, the sheep, the goose, and even a rat, Templeton, but they all say no to being Wilbur's friend. Until one night, Wilbur hears a little voice saying, "I'll be your friend. I've watched you all day long. I'll be your friend." Wilbur can't find this voice for the life of him until the very next morning. He realizes that this voice is coming from a small little brown spider in the corner of the barn door, whose name is Charlotte. Charlotte and Wilbur become the very best of friends. I know you're thinking, a pig and a spider? That's a weird coincidence. Well, as days go by and days go by, Wilbur keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The farm animals keep talking, saying, "You know why they feed you so much." And they talk about him being slaughtered for meat for the holidays. Well, Wilbur doesn't like this idea, and Charlotte promises Wilbur everything in her power to keep it from happening. You'll have to find out how she does that by reading the book, though. This book is full of friendship and what it's like to be a true friend. It is one of my absolute favorite books of all time, even to this day. I give it 5 out of 5 stars in my philosophy. You can check out this book in our school library, and I also have a few copies in my classroom library. And I'm sure you could probably also find it at our public library in the county. But if you would like to learn more about this book or check it out, please see me.